outseat Dududunga. A win here would spell a big chance at victory for them, but not actually be enough to guarantee their win. It will all still rely on that third and final match between Omen Elite and Storm.
Let's have a look as we jump into our first round. It is Brawl Ball, and I can see on the board we've got ourselves a ball, a poker, a Jackie. So it's an old classic slambulance for Omen Elite. But then when we look on the for Dunga lineup, it's or Dududunga, sorry. That name's gonna throw me off all day. We got Marley on the spike, and Sky already picking up a first kill onto Zulan, but it's Minwoong on the I've forgotten Sprout. Sorry, I keep forgetting names today. It's really bad.
Yeah, it was Minwoong who was cracked and shattered the competition in the last matchup. Really did a stellar job with multiple different brawler picks, showing off a wide range of skill and even coming out with some off-meta selections, especially when he moved in with Dynamite there. Tyrant started playing very aggressively, not getting much damage in, but really forcing Dududunga all the way back into their own spawn zone. The kickoff is going great for King Zulan, but he can't get the ball past the line, even with some super coverage to help him out.
We had Ball just charge through to break the territory, leading the charge, but they weren't able to convert on that set piece. Ball in the side of Dududunga, as Sky will roll forward looking for Corey. Tried to get that super forced out of him, but won't find that extra healing. And so it means that Corey will have that for the next push, and it's looking good for them already as Zulan and Tyrant start walking forward. The heal comes in. Glad he saved hold of that one, but now they're looking to pinch Marley, take the spike off the board, get 2 fast kills and get the ball over the line. Zulan processing Tyrant Star, he can walk it in. First goal going the way of Omen.
Celebration from the Canadian squad. Omen Elite pick up their first goal, and with that, the first set is looking to go in their favor. No big, heavy brawlers from the Dududunga squad, and they just cannot keep pace against so much damage and close range combat that Tyrant Star has been putting up there. The leader of this squad is all of a sudden falling apart, out of position now. Minwoong goes around the back end and slaps it straight in for the equalizer.
Just walks it in effortlessly, does it with a portion of the HP that was available for Tyrant Star when they did it on the side of Omen Elite. Scores even, 20 seconds remaining. Corey has the ball past the middle with Sky.
What the hell?
Sky gonna walk it in, and Dududunga take the first game.
That was a throw from Omen Elite if I've ever seen one.
Or do they just look at tidying up those mistakes?
Yeah, I think they just need to tighten up a little bit better. They had the advantage in that game number 1. Nonetheless, though, they are going to swap out brawlers. Both teams going for Sprout. Remember, we've got Gene and Max banned out from this match, so that's a lot of the more mid-range brawlers that can kind of shut down for a big amount of damage. Instead, they're going to be playing for midfield control and trying to juke around their opponents. Those Sprout supers can come in really handy, especially with so many obstacles up in the early game.
And Zulan rolling out on the Tara as well, able to get that gadget to find out where they're hiding in the brush, but the gravity is going to be really impactful later on, looking to remove possession of the ball and cut down the aggression of Sky, who keeps going in, ham, window to the wall with this call.
Unrelenting pressure from Dududunga, having picked up a win early on. They're trying to back it up again, and it seems like Tyrant Star is just not getting the value he's looked for with this Carl, being forced back so many times. He's supposed to be the mid-range expert. Carl is so difficult to deal with when he's got an obstacle that he can use to block for enemies, but just so far he has really been forced back by a Spike whose recently buffed damage is so hard to overcome.
Tyrant Star able to take this engagement prolonged with Marley. He's been getting the help from the spooky ghost, because the star power that came out from Zulan's actually the one that's going to heal allies rather than go for the offensive ability as well. So more supportive choice or flavor of gravity coming out from the Tara.
All right, well, we are back at square one. No goals yet for either team, and it's fight for the midfield control. Big super from Minwoong is going to paint King Zulan into a corner, but Sky goes for the backside instead. Doesn't get the kill he's looking for, but he has really weakened up Corey a lot. Corey is still going to be firing away, though. Knows that he's safe behind those walls, especially with Minwoong on the opposite side, not able to get the shot off there. Tyrant Star fires that pickaxe off a few more times, but he is not getting the damage he's been looking for in the early game. Once these boxes come tumbling down in overtime, though, I think Tyrant Star could get a big pickup in damage.
If he can hold on to the super for long enough, he might be forced to use it because, well, Dududunga, they're going to go aggressive. They always do. They're putting the ball in the center, but apparently they have similar ideas in mind, Woody, where they might just play for overtime right now as well as we get closer down to the wire.
Minwoo dropping that little sad sticker, not sure what he's too depressed about here. Those pins sometimes revealing how these players feel, but sometimes being a little bit of a confusion more than anything else. As time goes down, though, it's possession from Sky, and the sneaky shot right as the boxes are finished off. Durudunga's Sky has fallen straight into Omen Elite's face, and the pickup in game number 2 seals the deal, leading the match against Omen Elite.
Run from it, dread it, run from it. Durudunga come all the same, and now Omen Elite and Tempo are feeling the hurt a bit. Now Marley bringing out the Frank this time around, already boxed in the corner by Tyrant and Corey with these throws. Now they're going to bank up these bolts and try and keep control of the mid. Minwoo should be able to set up a super, but he gets taken out before they can manage it. And that means that Omen Elite are going to be able to match the bolt score and cause a tie. They do walk away with mid control as we look ahead to the next siege.
Yeah, this is a brilliant start for Omen Elite. Only 2 gems in Durudunga's favor, and with really super heavy brawlers, they have got to compete harder for that midfield control. Tyrant Star getting some great shots off here and throws this super a bit early. Molly will be able to juke around the side of it, but isn't going to be able to get any swings off just yet. Molly continuing to pressure that left lane, but Sky's going to come in and help him. Looks like Tyrant Star is in a bit of a pickle, but meanwhile, Omen Elite have held court in the midfield and grabbed every single bolt that spawned so far. 13 to their name, and this could be a one-punch kill.
And this is what's going to be so problematic about Durudunga, because what happens now, Woody? The level 15 minimum siege bot comes out, forces Durudunga back into the Ike range to be able to defend, and then they have to go on the offense to try and reclaim mid all over again. It takes them way too long to get in a position to contest the mid, and I'm pretty much confident with calling that this game is over. Omen Elite are going to walk away with it.
It's not over quite yet. Look, Durudunga have a really good setup for defense, and as you see there, the Ike is going to survive. The advantage that they have now moving into the last bot is that they will be able to push with all of their might. They don't have to worry about competing for midfield control after this last siege bot, but they do have to get some bolts on their side. They've only were able to pick up one single bolt in that last round, and with Omen Elite holding mid, it looks like you're going to be right after Ultra.
Yeah, I just didn't have confidence in Durudunga to be able to reclaim the territory.
No, they've
There's
given
so
up.
much space. Yeah, they have to give up. There's no way they mounted. Look at the bolt lead, 7 in favor of Omen Elite. If they didn't do it in that one push, like you said, Woody, it was going to be all over, because they're not going to be able to reclaim this lead. So that means Omen Elite going to take game number 1, but Durudunga, great to see them. They just accept that fact. They go, right, we've lost this round. It doesn't really matter. Let's just think about what happens in the next game and clap back as hard.
Brother versus brother, Molly and Minwoo firing away at each other on the right side corner as they recognize Omen Elite will claim victory. No way to stop them that late in the game to see that Ike get some more punishment in game number 2.
Rightio, Woody. Compositional changes from Durudunga. Finally going to be able to match them, and Omen Elite aren't without change themselves. They bring the jacket to the field for Zulan. But now we've got the surge for Sky, who's immediately been destroyed by Zulan, and Marley's going to struggle to keep and hold this territory because Zulan can just run straight at them.
Bouncy shots from Molly get a few more points of damage off on Zulan, who's going to have to pull back into the bushes. Great use of the photosynthesis there. Molly is going to be able to top himself back up and stay healthy, but dang, they couldn't get any bolts at all. Durudunga were fighting for control of mid, but the spawn's just really coming in Omen Elite's favor, and that's going to be the first big bot rolling on through.
Locked away by Marley, so that's great that we're going to see the bot get pathed around, buy some more time for this defense, but while it's tanking, it just means that the rest of Omen Elite can get that free damage. They've dropped it by over 50% of its HP just from the first siege alone. This is not looking good for Durudunga.
Minwoo in a fearsome 2v1, forced back to his own spawn, but with Molly's support, might be able to take out King Zulan after all. A super to pull them all in, but couldn't knock them down. Molly survives and will grab another bull, giving Durudunga a little bit of breathing room here. The next siege coming in is almost guaranteed to be an Omen Elite one, and here it comes, charging in, but only level 6. This could be a lot more damage, but Durudunga might be able to survive after all.
Trying to get a kill on Marley. Okay, they'll have time to reset. I think one of the big problems here for Sky is that they're not able to stay alive and stack up the damage. And speaking of damage being stacked, it's all going on Durudunga's save for Ike. And Omen Elite equal up the series. And now we're seeing Piper thrown into the mix as well by Zulan. Well, check out what Durudunga's running. Look at it again, but they're also running the Piper themselves. So mirror compositions on Snake Prairie.
Crushing defeat for Durudunga in that second set, but Omen Elite have got another thing coming if they think they're going to get an easy win this time around. Grabbing the first kill. First Blood is backed up with the second kill and the center star. Durudunga have really got a big lead in this bounty game.
They reset up.
Oh my goodness.
Left-hand side to the Dunga with the gravity. Oh no. Gonna get that kill on there as Corey's taken out. Lead extending for Dudadunga. Not a single kill in favor of Omen Elite yet, Woody.
Look how many stars stacked up on Dudadunga's head. They've got 10 total for their team, and Omen Elite would need to get that team wipe just to pull ahead by one single star.
I mean, that's a tall order, and they can play so defensively. There's only so many gadget uses that can be used by the Taras to scope out and get the intel. All the blind firing from Zulan that's coming in here just to attempt to find him. Tyrant Star knows where they are, going to throw out the gravity, try and get the suck onto Sky. Caught out by Corey, the pinch damage is there. Omen Elite go on the aggression, and get a few kills in favor of them. 14-6 still in favor of Dudadunga.
Yeah, that's an 8 scoreline lead for Dudadunga, and Omen Elite are just in shambles right now, having fallen apart in set number 3. They are just trying to recoup, lick their wounds, and make one more charge back at the enemy line. I see a total of 10 stars in Dudadunga's headspace, so that's going to require a team wipe by Omen Elite to get a victory here and now.
They could look at going for the draw. They can just get Sky and Minwoong, but you always want to go for the win. Marley.
Oh!
We locked in the corner. There's that first kill.
What is Minwoong doing? He's just sitting there.
Oh, but he's able to get a kill himself.
Wow.
Back. He was just waiting in stealth, and it's guaranteed the victory. Omen Elite couldn't find Minwoong in time. And he just
200 IQ play from Minwoong, lying in wait, hiding in the bushes. You know, sometimes I forget that I can see where all the brawlers are,
yes,
but the enemies cannot see where they are. Minwoong pops off on some massive close range damage for a double kill that guarantees victory.
Look at that as well, right at the end. Right, so here's the thing. Here's how that worked, Woody. Minwoong could actually see it with his own star power because you get the increased range in the bushes, but I think Corey was too far away to spot him.
Great point there, and fantastic positional awareness from Minwoong. Not that time around, though. Knocked down by Tyrant. For Omen Elite.
Yeah, speaking of positional awareness, he gets point blank with a sprout and ends up losing. But now Zoo lands on the right hand.
Sprout shots off that close, and Minwoong actually might not have been disfavored, rather, but with another big gravity well, he's in a lot of trouble at the right side. Tyrant Star is ripping through him, tossing cards left and right, and that is going to be a furious
Someone save Corey.
fight.
Someone help Corey. No one helped Corey that entire time. And the shadow clone from Sky was running them down the entire round. And because they had permanent intel of where Corey was, it just takes Sky to walk forward and throw out one set of cards to get the kill. No one from Omen Elite helped out the Sprout, who had a really hard time of dealing with that shadow clone. Oh my God,
Molly. The pro sniper getting so many great hits off, especially when you can back her up with Sky right beside, throwing off a gravity well, immobilizing enemies, and getting beautiful long-range hits. Molly is really helping out on the backside very well.
Yeah, all the intel. Gravity just finds Sky on the corner. Zulan on the off angle will find the kill as well. Brings it to 1 star. Marley on the fire, 11-9. And Omen Elite clinched the lead with 30 seconds left.
Not so fast, Trid. A tripwire on the other side, and it looks like Minwoong has done exactly what he needed to do. The defense holding on, and a sneaky super will put Dudadunga back in the lead.
And that Sprout will block off the aggression. It will tuck to the left. Sky is waiting with this gravity. He wants Tyrant Star to walk forward, cross the line. Right, point blank range, drops the gravity, but Tyrant Star takes him out too fast! They've equalized the score, throw out the gravity at the end. The Shadow Clone's on the hunt. They need one more kill. This could end in a draw because of a misplay coming out from Sky.
Sky playing way too aggressively at that end game, if you ask me. When you're ahead in stars, all you got to do is sit back and twiddle your thumbs until the win comes. This time around, though, Omen Elite will get a chance to tie up this set, but they're going to have to find a chance to get the win. Way more kills from Dudadunga, but because they had all those stars sitting on top of their head, Omen Elite will squeak out with a draw in game number 2.
And we just keep rolling into these games incredibly fast. The players are just eager and ready to go, Woody. They roll out on the exact same composition. Intel fed over by the gadget coming out from Tara. First star claimed by Omen Elite.
An easy, quick little small pick up there. Minwoong threatening King Zulan, just needed one more hit, but couldn't find it. Nice job there to King Zulan on the retreat. Tyrant Star crosses a gravity well, and Minwoong survives, escapes with the help of Molly, and Dudadunga are back in the lead.
And that is an extra value escape there coming from Marley, creating a bridge or a lack thereof in the grass, which just is going to help them keep track of where the members of Omen Elite are. They'll probably want to walk forward and finish that off on the left-hand side. Maybe the mines from Minwoo can go ahead and do that, just so they can have a definitive break in the grass. But Corey's looking to do the same, cut them off with the sprout walls, unable to find it. Mines go out there. So they have absolute intel, apart from on the right-hand side is where they'll have to worry about the stealth coming from.
Dunga with a 1-star lead, not decisive by any means, and Corey's in an awkward spot now. Charges in, Sky knocks him down. That's a big pickup for Dunga. A lot more breathing room, and they only have to focus on the right side of the map now that they've taken it down with Piper's Super. There is no easy entry for Omen Elite.
They have absolute read of intel of where everyone is going to be.
Oh, Minwoo in a lot of trouble.
Territory. Oh, Minwoo gets away with 28 HP, Woody!
The healing shade from Tyrant Star rather than a black portal means that Minwoo will barely survive and live to fight another day. Tyrant Star right in the thick of it gets fired on from all three angles, and the triangulation destructive nation Dunga have held on to victory, spinning around happily in the bushes up top. An 8-1 scoreline, and almost nothing could give Omen Elite a chance to come back now.
Tyrant Star goes point blank range for a set of gravity, looks to kill a little onto Minwoo, needs 5 more stars. Sky may go down, but they will not find Marley in the back corner. And Dunga take the second game and the third set. Happen. Set number 4, Minecart Madness. Let's get it on.
Well, the start here is the minecart's going to be rolling in on the top side. First off, Dunga are going to have to retreat. They grabbed 1 gem, but are in an awkward position with the midfield grab by Omen Elite. Boosting off of the support from that minecart, they are really making the most of it, and Omen Elite have charged through. They are not going to give up this set that easily.
Father Zulan under a lot of difficulty. Just being bounced off all with the seeds. They bounced off the minecart really hard, and he's going to be super punished if that happens again, just because Marley's on the field with the sprout. Corey can do the same thing, because it's a little bit harder too. Marley going to put him out on the wall. Look at this, boxed it again. Marley finding these perfect opportunities to punish people caught out of position by the minecart by perpetually bouncing his attacks off of them.
Tyrant Star playing very aggressively up front, and Sky gonna pop off with a gadget right there just to stun and shut down that attacking Pam. Big advantage for Omen Elite, and Sky must feel like he's in a really desperate spot to have to use a gadget like that just to get back into the action. 7-2 scoreline in Corey's favor. The gem carrier for Omen Elite out bottom will be able to retreat back and hold on for a little bit longer. Sky and Minwoo doing their best to let the gems accumulate in the middle, but it looks like Sky has decided that he's going to be the gem carrier for Dunga now, grabs a couple more and won't let Corey get those 3 in the middle that easily. Corey charges in though, and there he's going! The countdown has started, Trid!
And they are not in range to attack here. It's one of the things they're lacking on the lineup. They have to get extremely close, or a lot closer than you would do normally, to try and take out Corey. They're on the back line. These gems are in the spawn. Even if they now, they can disrupt the timer, but they won't get the gems out of the spawn. This is an impossible situation. But Dunga have to play for time and hope they can get more gems spawned on the map by constantly fragging out the gem carrier.
Omen Elite clears out those mines, sweeping straight through, and Tyrant Star looks insuperable. A full health Pam is going to be so hard to tear down in a 3v2. Omen Elite grab victory. The first win in this gym grab map going to the world's qualifying team. If they win this...
And it will all come down to the Tempo versus Omen showdown, which is coming up next.
Look, sometimes they'll clown around when they know that the loss has already come in, but when they are playing to win it, Dunga makes some really off-the-cuff moves that have surprised me in the past, but picked up wins where they seem almost impossible. Dunga are a very sneaky squad. They are playing wild and proud right now, charging straight into the defenses set up by Omen Elite here. When you think most teams would retreat, Dunga will just surprise and are super quick on their feet to make their way back in.
All they can do is claim territory. That's a slightly bad spawn for the gem there, as Sky will pick one up. Having to do it, run straight onto the tripwire. Minecart will block the damage, but it bounces back and forth. Yet again, Corey able to find these kills and get themselves the gem. They're extending their lead. Woody, Marley attempting to walk forward to get some gems back in their favor, but just can't do it. There's too much pressure from the Pam and the Sprout to lock them in. And Minwoo gonna go down the ropes. Can't protect you, buddy. as he jumps into the healing embrace of his healing station.
I can't count the number of times that Molly has been able to escape with just double-digit hit points, barely holding on. Look at that Sprout Super from Corey denying access to that mid-gem, and looks like Molly has finally found an opportunity to hold his mid position, but no! A big launch from King Zulon! The tripwire stuns the whole enemy crowd, and that is going to be it. Countdown has started for Omen Elite, and they are looking to tie up this match with a win in gem grab.
That's all about aggression for Dudadunga. There's 10 seconds remaining. Yes, they enter into the exact same trap they had last time, Woody. They may get the kills, but they probably will not get the gems out. And it's looking like they might not even get that, because Corey seals off the entrance. And Omen Elite take us to set number 5. The same. And look at that, you got the Nani, the Spike, and the B for Omen Elite. But then Dudadunga, they themselves are going to roll out with something a little bit more controlled. They still keep Minwoo on the Pam, but they will match the Spike and bring a Brock to the party.
There are very few obstacles on this map, and that plays very well to long-range brawlers. B and Nani coming in from Omen Elite speak volumes to me about what their strategy is going to be. They're going to play for midfield advantage, and then once they can push into those bushes, it's going to be super tough for Dudadunga to hold water against a tidal wave washing in on the bottom.
Have to back off for now, though. They don't have the confidence to move into the mid because a lot of sight lines. The Sky will gadget into control, but he doesn't have that escape as they're moving around. They've locked Marley in the corner. They got sights on it, and there's the pinch from Marley and Sky. And now they can open up onto this safe. They have to deal with Tyrant Star in their base, but a lot of damage giving Dudadunga an early lead.
Tyrant Star at perfect range gets lots of damage on the safe, but he cannot hold on against Omen Elite. They are getting ripped apart down south. Dudadunga have done it again, stacking the damage on top, and Minwoo will get the finishing blow, launch it into orbit. Dudadunga with the pickup in that last set. Just need one more win. That damage trickle on in, but when you know you've got the advantage, you have got to push it.
Potentially final map coming in here. So Corey's going to bring the Brock to the party as well. Mirrored compositions for both Omen Elite and Dudadunga. He's going to fight over this mid controls. Tyrant Star take a couple of rockets. The second one rings true, and Sky takes the lead. Zulan next on the block. Now Marley can walk forward. The rocket rain from above, and Dudadunga take a commanding lead over this game.
What a huge hit for Dudadunga. Omen Elite are not having any chance in this early game. They are being repelled and pushed back to their own spawn, unable to keep pace against an impregnable defense from Dudadunga. Holding on to the midfield, Minwoong's healing station is really helping out a lot. Sky and Minwoong are going to keep their position, but only 26% left for Omen Elite to hold on to.
And Sky, from this position, is still able to hit the rockets, so that means that Omen Elite have to body block. There's 12% remaining, Woody. This is not looking good for Omen Elite right now. They have to clear out all the members of Dudadunga and get control of the mid so they can start their own offensive.
What has Sky done? He's knocked down his own wall for easier access at the enemy safe. If they could just get one brawler through this line of defense, they might have it. Omen Elite are not having any of it, though. With their last chance at victory, they take a shot at that safe up top, bringing it down to half hit points. But if Omen Elite can't hold off every single Dudadunga player, this is going to be it.
And Tyrant Star nearly got in range to pop his gadget there, which is going to be brutal damage. They let the Spike get on top of the safe. It's going to prove dangerous, but they have to be super defensive. They cannot let anyone sneak through. They can't let Marley go. He's on a beeline. And thankfully, they shut him down. 45 seconds remaining. Omen Elite have done a fantastic job at closing this gap, but they've still got 20% to go. The damage is going to tick out from the super from Tyrant Star. Dropping it closer. 30 seconds. This is going to come down to the wire, potentially, Woody.
Pulling out the BFG. Dudadunga are cocked and loaded, and when they fire, there is no dud in the chamber. Dudadunga in the lead on
Oh my god, that was big!
But they haven't been able to finish it off yet. Another few
Taking out Sky there was
from Corey and Zulon.
They took it outside there was huge. They had the rocket rain, they're in range. Sky's gonna burn it to get the kills rather than use it on the safe. 6% left in it. They have to push forward.
Sky's going around!
Get on the safe!
He fires away. King Zulon's gonna block the shots. Additional damage from Tyrant.
Oh my god, they've done it, Woody!
Omen Elite pick up the win in game 2.
Or break it for Tempo Storm, who are sitting on the sidelines. as Omen Elite and Dudadunga will roll out with the same compositions for one last showdown.
Never before has a Brawl Stars championship match had more on the line. $9,000 for this month's competition and a chance for Omen Elite to trounce their foes and move on to the World Finals. But they've got to pick up a reverse sweep against Dudadunga, a team that was up high and mighty in Game 1. That should have won Game 2, but Omen Elite will not give up without a fight. This is their last chance at glory, and they are not throwing away their shot.
And they've already started dealing damage to the safe Woody. Dudadunga dropped by 16%. Sky kept on life support right now in the back corner, unable to reign supreme as he had done in the previous 2 matches. Corey looking to take territory away. We'll get a couple of rocket hits. The incendiary ticks afterwards as well. And now this is about the mid-control for Dudadunga as they press forward. Sky, he's got a rocket rain in his pocket, but he needs to get closer before he can get in safe range. Gonna use it to instead destroy the healing turret. Kill coming in for Tyrant Star. They're looking to take out Sky. This has opened it up as Corey will now be in range to deal even more damage to the Dudadunga safe.
Min Woong is in a lot of trouble, and Tyrant Star is not going to take this chance to get additional damage at the safe. Instead, he's going to suppress that big Pam defense from Dudadunga. Down to 62%. Dudadunga are in dire straits right now. They have got to make their way back to the mid. There's only 1 minute left, and the defense from King Zulan's looking strong. Min Woong pops down that healing turret, but King Zulan clearly has the advantage on the left side. A win for Dudadunga on the right as they make their way back to the mid. Sky is going to fire off, tears down King Zulan, rips apart the safe, and fires the rocket rain.
Has to let it rain a few more times, Woody. There's 45 seconds remaining. They're a huge deficit that they had to climb back as much as Omen Elite did in the second game. They've still got a deficit to come back from. Mimru locked in the corner, being taken out. Sky trying to get these rockets. Zulan keeping a but they're going to be able to get the kill. Sky finds them, gets them in the range of the safe with the incendiary as well. It's all about burning the damage and closing the gap, but he's unable to do it. Tyrant Star and the rest of Omen Elite will walk forward with 20 seconds remaining, 15% in it.
Corey splashing through and finding maximum splash damage. Takes out Molly, and there's only 2 more attackers for Dudadunga. Omen Elite in the lead. 7 seconds left. Dudadunga can't make it down, and Omen have done it. The reverse sweep grabs victory against Dudadunga. Omen Elite are moving on.